alright.
Our setup is...
Our setup is
we
unbelievable,
keep
actually.
recording podcasts with guests and like I have to mute because we move so much.
We get
like
pins and needles.
Like, yeah, because we've not got proper chairs, like we're hunched over
Yeah.
like this. My back's screaming
We
at
filmed
me.
one today and he had a really good setup. He kept saying how good the microphone was and I was like, I wish you could say the
I
same.
know, ours is shocking. The microphone's alright.
Yeah, it is alright.
I wouldn't
the
scream
sound's
about
good
it.
in this room.
Yeah. It's just the horrible... Do you want to see my laptop? I don't
It's
think
not
you're ready.
good, it's not nice.
They weren't ready. So anyway, moreover, it's this absolute rocket.
It's disgusting.
I do.
It's just like, it's dirty. Yeah.
Considering I'm on it every day, it's just terrible.
It's
But-
really dark.
Alright.
Mine's
Yours
really
is
good.
terrible.
Mine, I have
Sis-
to smack mine to get it working.
She goes, gives it a rub and then opens it back
I
up. And to
actually
be
do.
fair,
It does work.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't, so I go, and then it does.
well, as you can tell, we need to upgrade our technology this year.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do on this video is we're going to do a little bit of a best
Get
friend
to know
tag,
me.
get to know us.
We're starting off the channel, guys. We need to start at the very beginning.
And we want to be presenters, so
This
we
is our
really need to
portfolio.
present. Yeah, it is. So the first question is, how and when did you meet? Yeah, how and when did your best friend meet?
So we've been at the same school since year 7, but we weren't friends until college, really.
Yeah, like I'd moved away from that college and then came back like a couple of months later because I was just like, didn't like the college that I was at. But we weren't really like...
We had
Close.
like mutual friends.
Yeah.
Like
We
you
went
were in
to a
different
party.
houses. We went to like the same parties, but you were in.
I remember having a
different
party
houses.
at yours.
Oh really?
Like, there being like, you hosted a house party and like...
Oh my god! See, I don't even remember.
one
that.
of the lads...
Oh my god!
One of the lads
yeah.
put something in your living room and burnt a hole and like I was going mad at them. I was like, that's so disrespectful.
That was so bad, like, but I was just so bad, and I was like, it was when everyone was letting off smoke bombs, and they were like, do it in, like, everyone was like, do it in the garden, like, do it in the, it was like at every party they kept letting off these smoke bombs, didn't they? And then it was at mine, and they were like,
What is up with like
people,
teenage
who does that?
kids?
Who goes to someone's house and lets off a smoke bomb? We used to do all sorts
Oh
of
my
people's
God.
houses, the table. That's so
Shocking.
bad. So we'll
like
tell
people
this
would be
story.
jumping on the toilet seat, like
Always
genuine
toilet seats
animals.
broken, like,
oh my
all
god, didn't
when
Kira's get flooded?
Kira's got flooded, it all came through the ceiling, like all sorts. Remember that boys and Gina was sick in the bath, and then the mum came up and was like, everybody out, I've got a house viewing tomorrow. I know.
Oh, it's actually
Yeah, so the
shocking.
smoke bomb went off, and then I think it went off outside and then was thrown in the house, and everyone was like, switch on the lights, everyone's going home, and I was literally switching them off, like, stop it, like, it's not even bad. I put a fucking towel over it. I was just like, carry on. And then, like, I think I sobered
Did your
up, my mum
family-
and dad came home, and I was like, my family is so chill,
Yeah.
like, they weren't really that bothered.
Oh, weren't they?
Well, like, they came in, and I was like, oh, like, I'm so sorry this happened, like, I'll get them to pay whatever. Just like things that you say when you're a kid, don't know where they were pulling the money out for a new floor for my kitchen.
£450, please.
And my dad was just like, oh, whatever, like, these things happen. So I'm like, I started
Come
to laugh,
on.
but then I started to laugh, and he was like, but I'm not saying it's okay. And I was like, oh, sorry.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Dad.
we broke a table, those people broke a
A
table.
marble
at one house
table.
party.
How can you break it?
It literally
Oh,
clean.
but like I literally remember the girl's mum coming in and like she was heartbroken. She was like, "This is where we used to always have Christmas dinner with like my parents."
Saying that.
I know.
Oh.
We were all just like.
Anyway,
But, like the worst
everyone
was
to the
it
kitchen.
cracked through the middle.
It
like
cracked
clean.
literally, like snap clean in half. The mind boggles. Like, how did that even happen?
I know. So the second question is, what were your first impressions? So for me,
Oh yeah,
to be honest, I always thought you were so quiet.
yeah.
Like I just didn't think you were how you were at all.
So how did you think that I was? Then?
I just think you were like, I thought you were really reserved.
I
Like,
am
this is in
people I
high.
don't
This
know
is in high
though.
school. Yeah, true. But I just thought you were quite reserved. Like, I just didn't think you were who you are. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
No, it's here all along.
I think that's mad.
I don't think I had an opinion on you really. I just thought like you were just like friends that I was people's friend.
I think it's so mad, like how you can genuinely be so close. Like we're so close now, but then like we literally spent so many years just passing by.
Yeah,
it is mad. You've got to nurture friendships.
Actually, I seen on Facebook where like you rate people, and it was like year 7. It was like Amy 9, Adam 9, Sammy 10. And it was from you, so I could literally imagine being like, what you two put in? 9s? 10. She'll prefer
Oh my
me
god,
now.
yeah. It's actually funny, like kids are just odd. Like,
so weird. Rate me,
Rate
rate me.
What do you think's so great about me?
Yeah, oh my god, tell me.
It's
Tell
so
me,
weird.
is it my sense of humour?
It is mad, isn't it? I
Funny.
just remember on birthdays, like year 7, I'd be replying to every single person, like, thank you so much, baby girl. XOXOXOXO, like, oh my god, gorgeous. Thank you so much. I can't wait to wish you a happy birthday too.
I can't wait to wish you a happy birthday too. Next question is, what's your favourite memory together? Just one.
That's hard.
You know?
You know what, like,
Spanner in the
something
works.
that's come into mind.
Okay.
Like, it just came to mind then. But, like, there's so many amazing ones. But the one that just came up then, was when we were in Hawaii, the weather was dead stormy, and we both got such lovely books, and both got this amazing, we literally go on about it all the time, Cooper and Thief, this massive glass of wine, and we were just literally, we did a video, literally a video sat there.
We did,
We should watch that back.
We should, there's so many videos that we could do like a
We
throwback.
felt so lost that day, I think.
That
That
was
video,
your
I would
not
love
lost
to
day.
see it, yeah.
Yeah, because, well, I think we did. Like, we literally got red wine for dinner at this really expensive hotel. We didn't have anywhere to stay that night. Or we kept going back there, I think. Oh, I'd fucking love to go and spend my night there. The beach, like, just
Like,
having
all
a
the rain
wine.
was there, but you were in, like, a cabana. It was all open, though, so you could, like, feel the, like, balmy breeze. We just sat there and, like, I literally just remember, like, we were just so peaceful. We were just reading our books. It was, like, a proper... Especially because at the time we were at then, it was just such the unknown. Like, we'd left everything, like we'd literally packed up ship and we're never going back to ours, and like it was a time of a lot
like,
of confusion.
Picture your life now, but there being like a limit on it, so it ends next Wednesday, and then you just pack up your bags and you move.
And
to
you
the other side of the
can't
world.
go back to the friends that you
go back
had
to
and the job that you had or anything. So like,
whoa, that's such
it's
a mad feeling.
and genuinely, like, your life is there. We were there for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's probably like the feeling of uni, like you're never going back.
Yeah.
That was a day of like self-care. Like, we genuinely just looked after ourselves, and it was really nice.
That was a nice day, actually. See, like, I find it hard to pick just one, but then when you said that, it reminded me of like that trip as well. We also went to Japan, and they have like these tiny little bars, and you get cocktails for like £1. And every night we'd just go, and we went to this one night in Osaka, and we were just literally like, next one, like all these different cocktails. Don't know what the fuck they were. Literally, like, the lists were about this long, just picking different ones off. And we were so bad. But it was like just us doing this little bar. Everyone else was really drunk as well. Like, in Japan, they get really drunk.
Yeah, like
they
throwing
work
up
till about
everywhere.
10 p.m. and then they get like blackout drunk. Like, even one night we went to a little like really posh wine bar in this area where we were staying.
Yeah.
And this man, like, fully business suited up, like, couldn't stand up. He was getting taken out, and then the next minute he'd appear back in.
But they're
He's
so
like
fine with
this.
it. They were just like shipping him out, then shipping him back in. Like,
On the street, like, there's all just like sick everywhere. Like, it's like fucking Zante or
yeah,
something. But it's not like they're all
the
in
business
suits.
Zante.
It's just like work hard, play hard, and
Yeah.
like they just know nothing else. Like little kids all being like out at 10 p.m. from the schoolyard.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went to this bar. Obviously, if you can't beat them, join them. It was just getting so bevved, and like, it's just funny. Like, everything was so funny. We were getting like the straw and literally dangling it across, and like all the drink was coming out. Like, it was just weird, but it was just funny.
You know what? Like, I think for Japan, we were so like, everything was just so not
Different,
normal.
yeah.
Like there was no, like they had signs on the bars like if you don't speak Japanese you're not coming in, and like all these tiny
Nothing was in
bars,
English,
nothing was
like-
in English. Like I remember us trying to get to the airport. Do you remember?
No.
Like a million stairs. It was an hour and a half away. Like
Is that where
there
I
was
pushed my case down? That was so bad.
like a million and one stairs. Like trying to get to the airport, we were on the wrong line, but like nothing was in English. No one was speaking English. Like it was mad. But it was such a nice
we had
time.
like huge it was sick, but we had like huge suitcases, and I was just so fucking sick of it at this point. I literally went like that and like didn't look at where I was putting it down this huge staircase, and it was like throttling towards this little boy and his dad. And the dad literally looked at him like this, pulled his kid out of the way. It was like fucking swooping down, and I was like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why have I just done that? Like sometimes I do things, and I'm like, why have I just done that? Describe each other in one word.
First
Can I just have a moment's silence so that I
Yeah.
can think of it? I can't pin like one word.
mine's dreamer.
Oh, okay.
Because I just think like you always look at the possibility, and you just like nothing's off limits. Like you'll always think about what could be, what we could do, where we could be going. Yes, I'd say dreamer.
Okay. Oh, mine's so much more light-hearted. I was like, do I say a light? Do I say this? But like, I just think funny. Like, I just think everything's so funny. Like, nothing's too serious, but like everything's just a laugh. Like,
you know what? You're probably the only person that we genuinely get in the car, don't we? And we just howl.
Yeah.
we
like
do
everything's
howl.
just so funny. Like,
I don't think I'd do half the stuff that we'd have done, like anything, or like I don't think I'd feel as secure in the stuff I'm doing, like because we just have each other to bounce off. It is such a good friendship, like
yeah, it is.
It is mad.
Bless.
Oh, don't be getting deep on me now, girl.
What's a weird food that you both like, that your best friend likes? So answer for the other.
I don't know if this is weird, but you absolutely love saurine, and I don't think I'm a fan.
I fucking love saurine.
She used to go on about it for ages.
Yeah,
And
you
we
know
tried
the
it, and I was
raisin
like,
bread?
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, they used to make a chocolate one, heat it up in the microwave with some custard.
But it's like rubber.
It's not though. Did you heat it up? To be fair, it does.
It's really
it is
like-
very stodgy. I don't know why it is.
I had it the other day, I was starving, I was like, I hate this.
Really? Oh, you saw
Yeah.
us make like Tesco meal deal because it comes buttered.
Wow.
I know.
What's a weird food for me?
I'd just say Sam is like, I'd say two things. So I'd say your one pot Sammy.
Oh
so
yeah,
like
so
everything
true.
is going in, like different cooking times, different cuisines.
Like everything's going in a
Everything's
cold
going
oven.
in a cold oven, or in a cold oven, or in like a pan with like one spritz of spray,
Yeah.
fry light, and it's just like hope for the best.
Yeah, there'll be onions in, raw potatoes.
She's at half of it before
yeah,
you
I
get
do.
there.
That's such a bad habit. I hate that about me. I'm a vulture.
And or the other thing I was gonna say is just like you do love sauce of everything.
Oh, you know what? I'm really not that bad anymore. But
You
I
coming
used
back?
to like. I've not had hummus in so long,
I have not had hummus in so long,
and I miss that gorgeous.
I don't know why I stopped.
I'd love to like. I really can't wait for tomorrow. I want to get pitta,
We're going bottomless
hummus, red
tapas.
wine. Oh.
Is it bottomless tapas?
Mm.
Oh, where?
Tapas. Yeah.
Tapas.
What does your best friend always carry around wherever they go? Do you know one for me? Because I know one for me, but I don't know one for you. And think something else.
Lip balm.
Do you know what you always used to carry around?
What?
Or always have in your car? Popcorn.
I've not got popcorn in my car for ages.
Every time I used to get in last
Of
year.
all the things that I could have thought you were going to say, it was not
Every
popcorn.
time I got into Jen's car last year, there'd just be popcorn.
It's probably the same packet.
Like after a night out, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, to be
Same.
fair, did you spy popcorn to say it's work for a snack, so maybe?
Me eyelash
that's
curlers,
popcorn.
always been eyelash curlers.
eyelash
on.
curlers, and cherry Carmex.
Yeah, I miss
That
that
smell
so
reminds
much.
me of you, yeah.
What phobias does your best friend have?
You have a phobia. The only thing, I don't think you're actually scared of it now, but I always remember in school. Oh, so we sat in Spanish together actually. Well, we were in the same class. But a wasp came in and Sam like fucking went crazy and she's just like, ah! Ah! Swiping it out of the way. And then the teacher was like, Sammy, can you calm down please? It's just a wasp. And she was like, I'm scared of him, what do you want me to do? I'm not choosing this. And literally stormed out the room. But I remember literally being like, yes, Sammy! I'm like, yes, absolutely, you didn't choose this life.
Yeah.
Like, I just thought that was so funny.
I fully did storm out and stand outside like this.
Yeah.
She's like, you ready to come
I was
back in
thinking,
now?
yes, you hold your own, Sammy. Don't let her tell you nothing.
Don't let her tell you nothing. That is so funny.
Mine's obvious.
Yeah, so Jen has a phobia of sick. So
phobia.
yeah, to be honest, like I didn't really, we never really spoke about our phobias much until like maybe like 9 months into properly travelling. I think.
No,
it didn't
it was
come
about
up.
3 weeks in that
I
it
know,
all came
but I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think it like we didn't properly talk about it.
Did we
I was just
not?
like, why is she running out? So basically, me, Jen, and this Canadian girl went out for a night out. Had a couple of drinks, and like I am not an ill person. Like I don't think I'm an ill person. And we'd had and I was like, we basically had a pizza, and I'm not being funny, like a bit TMI, but like my stomach in Asia, it just wasn't good. So we had a pizza, and I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the toilet. So I was running around all these complexes trying to find a toilet. Came back out, I was like, oh god, close call, like false alarm. And was walking back down the street, and there was like a little eatery there, and someone was eating a pizza outside, and literally like I looked, and like suddenly like just absolute so much sick came out, and like all like splattered all over him. Like I was down an alley, and I came back, and then from then on,
oh my god,
honestly, in the night, like I've never been that ill. Like literally, like my stomach was like a churner, and like the toilet in the hostel was downstairs. The toilet was downstairs, so I literally had to get running, and I ended up like taking all my stuff and sleeping just downstairs on the communal sofa. And some guy came in and was like, like, why are you so drunk? And I was genuinely like, I literally was like so white, and like I was just like, I'm so ill, like, and I think we counted, I was literally sick like 36 times that night. It was so bad, like I genuinely felt so sick. God. And the guy gave me these pills, and then I was absolutely fine. Don't know what he gave me, but but yeah. So anyway, like Jen was FaceTiming her mum. Like this is when I was being sick, and like she was genuinely sprinting out the whole apart, like she was hostel.
Coming downstairs, and I was like, oh my god. Like I feel so bad. Like it's not a nice way to be when your friend's ill, is it? But I was literally like, oh god, I'm just gonna make it worse by being here.
Yeah.
Just it literally makes me.
But she was running, and I was so confused. I was like,
being ill, like literally makes me like. Oh,
really?
A little bit, yeah. A huge phobia. I remember like all at school, everything. I don't know where it really stemmed from, but me and like this other girl used to be scared of sick, and like kids are always like sick at school, aren't they? And we'd literally be like, don't look over there.
Was it from quite young?
It was defo in primary school.
Really?
So I remember once like some kid was sick in an assembly, and me and were like literally sat there with our hands in our ears, and like our friends are going, don't look, and you can imagine like that's traumatic in itself to be going like that, and all your friends going, don't look, ow!
Does your friend focus on the future or the past?
I really think about the past. Oh, I'm meant to answer for you, aren't I? Or do I answer? Because would you know?
Well, yeah, by what you say.
Well, what would you say?
I'd definitely say future.
Yeah, I don't really think about the past, really.
No.
Like, we talk
but
about
I do think the past
stuff.
Does influence your decisions.
Yeah, so
do you know what
true.
I mean?
Or, like, I'm a runner. I'm a massive runner.
Me too, sadly.
Yeah, we both are. Like, literally.
We run away so
We
much.
run away. So I'm like, right, fuck it. It's not working here. Like, where should I go?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with you is you're very impulsive. Not in a bad way, but... Like, Aries are known to be pretty impulsive.
Oh, really?
Really independent and really impulsive.
Very true. What's Virgo?
Apart from very
like,
analytical.
Analyse, yeah.
Just really analytical. It says about, like, tidy and stuff, and I don't really think that's
Sam's idea of tidying is, like, it's tidy, but it's not clean.
Yeah.
I'm clean, but I'm not tidy.
Well, it's
really
a
not
perfect
tidy.
combo.
Yeah, it is. Yin and yang.
You know, what was the shittiest job you've ever had?
Yours at Burger King, and she used to say that they had sex on the chair.
Not me.
On the chair in the like room,
In the sofa.
they wouldn't wash their hands and they'd be flipping the burgers. She got
Yeah,
£3 an hour.
The sofa had to be took out of the staff canteen because like too many people were like, oh, it's actually
That's
vile.
fucking minging.
And he made me clean the toilet, like, and he was like, you don't need gloves, do you? Like, it was actually vile. It's so bad. I'd say yours, God bless you. Do you know what you were
I
saying?
think so.
Do you?
Quite a very short one.
Basically, me and Jen went in. I don't think you're bringing the same one for me.
I think I am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because Sam played me. She did play me.
I didn't.
She was
picked
messaging
me.
the girl.
No,
Any other
she
jobs that we
picked
could
me.
possibly do? You defo messaged her and was like, any other jobs that we could possibly do? And she was like, yeah, you can do this.
No,
You- and she
no.
went in.
So basically, we applied for these jobs, this fundraising job. These fundraising.
Anyway, Sam got to
basically,
work in the office. I think you defo snaked
I'm
me.
thinking that is
No,
how
I'm
the
taking
story
that.
went. I
She's
swear.
moulded that to fit her-
She said
her story.
we've only got one position in the office.
And what? And I'm like,
You did say you won't just have it, or like I don't really know how it went. I
what
think
do you
she
mean
just said.
messaged me.
I think she just said no. I remember. So she said you're both gonna have to go out for one day to experience it anyway.
Oh, did we both go out?
We both went out for one day, and then she said that you can come in. I know.
That is brutal.
And I remember you saying that just do it, it's fine. But like, oh,
That is
you did
brutal.
have the worst day.
I think I only stayed there for 2 days, but all
You
divine
did get-
timing, they ended up getting like the best job that I literally loved.
yeah.
So divine timing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
I just
terrible.
think of that job. I didn't
What?
know.
I know. Yeah. What was it again?
What, to be honest, the job was so fine, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just ring like, hello, it's the Forest and Bird Foundation.
God.
What shitty jobs, genuinely.
Oh my god! Wow.
No. And then I just had a little bit of a meltdown, so I went to Brisbane.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It did
worked
work out,
with the
yeah.
plan, to be fair,
Yeah.
but she defo snaked me.
No, I didn't.
That was the beginning of a demise. One of the arguments was have you and Sam ever had one of the questions was have you and Sam ever had
Yeah,
an
we did have an
argument?
argument there.
And that was the beginning of the demise.
Yeah, but then we left each other. But it was weird. It was weird because like we left each other and it just wasn't maybe on the best foot.
No.
But we were meeting.
We had Thailand and Bali booked like a month later, or like a couple of months later.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting a job that I really liked. I can't remember like how this works then. So I worked there. I literally worked for like one day. I think maybe 1 or 2 days else. Like I literally remember walking to work like probably crying. Literally like I don't want to do this.
Oh.
And it like was moaning to the guy the whole day, and then at the end of the day, I was literally like, oh thank fuck that's over. To him, I was literally like, oh that was the worst day ever, and he was like, so I take it you're not coming back tomorrow, and I was like, yeah, why?
Of course I am.
Well, yeah, of course
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't.
that.
It's just so weird, and you get over there sometimes. Like you do settle for the most random jobs.
Yeah, that was really random.
I know.
Because I'd had another job before. I'd had Crisco before that,
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
and then I went into Peakbound.
Yeah.
But anyway, I ended up going somewhere. Literally loved it, and then you just didn't like that, so I went to Brisbane,
No.
didn't you?
And then when we met back up, it was just like, oh,
It was fine,
yeah, it's
yeah.
so fine.
Yeah.
But that is the only. We've really not had many arguments.
Not really,
at
no.
all.
And I think, like, to be expected, literally in each of us pockets for 2 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah. And living
It's
in a
not that
hostel.
deep, yeah.
It really wasn't that deep. God, I literally remember going to Brisbane and like, I'd got there, got the flight, like went out, and was staying at like this girl's that me and Jen met, and she wasn't like, she was just a bit mad.
Oh,
she
yeah.
was just really mad, like
Yeah.
bonkers. That's all
And
I
she
can
wasn't
say.
like, she's just a bit mad, just really mad. Bonk.
She was, wasn't she? Like, I remember like her, like me and you were sleeping outside of her house on the floor because
Yeah.
she was going off with some
This
lads.
18-year-old, she's like
30.
something,
She was mad. I remember getting there and like staying with her, and like obviously I was so jet lagged and jet lagged. It's only 5 hours.
literally at 1 hour.
But I'd gone to that party the night before, hadn't I?
Okay.
And then flew, went out with her, and like she wanted to stay out all night, and I was just like, I'm just so tired. Please, can I go back to your house? Like, please, I'll let you in. Like, I'll let you in. So she's like, yeah, that's fine. Gave me a key, and like I woke up at like 6 a.m. to someone literally like shaking me like this and was like, how dare you, like you locked me out for hours. I was like, oh god.
Oh my
so
God.
honestly, like I didn't know her well enough for her to be like that with me, first of all, and then the next day like she wasn't speaking to me, like she was just she was sat on the sofa texting, like wasn't saying a word, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like I'm literally in the middle of Brisbane, my phone was out of battery, so I just checked into this hostel, and I was like, oh, like I had no signal, couldn't find the hostel. It was absolutely battering down. I was in flip-flops with my suitcase, and I was just literally like, what am I doing? Like genuinely, it's terrible. But then that hostel was like the best. Like it was such an amazing hostel. Like it had a bar, had a food place in it, had hammocks. Like it was
really
unreal,
good.
and like the people there, and it was a really mad time. I had like 6 jobs. Couldn't keep a job down
you were
at
there
all.
for literally
Like 2 months.
oh my god.
Yeah, just really odd.
It's weird talking about that. It's like when like couples who've been married for years talk about that time that they broke up when they were younger.
So the final question is, why is your friend a great friend? So to be honest, like I always think this, like a lot in my gratitude journal, I always just write like I just have never really had a friendship like that is on every level. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like I would just be with you to like go out and have a good time. Like it's everything. Do you know what I mean? Like the highs, the lows.
We like genuinely in Sydney, like we did everything. Like we literally we stayed in the same bed, went to the same job, went to the same gym at the same time, went out with the same friends, like went away on the same weekend trips. Like
we were one, and I do think we still are. Like I genuinely like
same.
we still finish each other's sentences off. Like
I came into your house before even, and like I was just speaking to your dad downstairs, and I was like, you okay? And like literally as I said it, your voice said the same thing upstairs. I went, oh, we both said that at the same time.
It is like it's ridiculous, and everyone that speaks to us says like, God, like you're so, but I do just love it. Like I think we bring out the best in each other, and like you're someone that I just think I need. Like if I need any advice, anything, it would be to go to Jen, really.
Yeah, I agree though. I think like the best thing about our friendship and like what we have is that it's literally like an extension of each other. Like we're a pair, we're Anna and Dec. Like
we actually, I
Anna and Dec,
I know.
which Jen and Sam.
And like the thing is, like whenever one of us like finishes a sentence, like for example on the podcast, or like the other one will effortlessly pick it up. It's just so
like seamless.
It's seamless.
I was thinking that today. I was like, this is fucking like. Wow.
It's a wizardry.
It's a wizardry, and like the guest is literally like,
Oh yes.
Oh, so wise.
So wise.
It's like pure wisdom. And final question is a funny inside joke that the two of you share. So this is the one that I wanted to say. So basically, like, so as we say, we do literally finish each other's sentences, and like me and Sam live in like me and Sam world. Like we speak to each other, obviously, like you do with your best friends. Like you can say something, like the other one just gets it. And we're on this boat party in Sydney. It's like a pretty nice boat party. Like it's called Sea Deck if you've been. Everyone gets dressed up to the nines. Like everyone's there to impress. Like it's just like a bit bougie. And we were speaking to the like this group of lads maybe, or like just a group of people. And then I don't know why we were calling him this.
There was 2 of them. There was two of the lads, and they were very similar looking. But basically, I think one of them, like I don't know why we were calling it. I think he smelled like
had
chocolate.
Like a chocolate.
And we were proper messing with this guy. Like it was like, yes, I'm the chocolate man.
Like Willy Wonka. Like,
Willy Wonka. Like we were fully messing around with him. And then we were in Elro. It was in Elro.
Oh, was it at a different place then? I thought it was at Sea Deck.
No, it was like weeks later. And like I was like, Jen, quick, Jen! Like it's chocolate man.
He was like, she was literally like this.
But he was egging it on, wasn't he?
Yeah, because I think he was just like, she was, and I was like, who? And like this, and she went, smell him, it's the chocolate man.
And like he really had no idea what we were talking about, and I was like,
And I was
confused. And we just had basically completely got the wrong guy, and like we were all just stood there. Like Jen was like proper sniffing him. He was just
Sam was like watching. He was like,
oh, it was actually funny.
no, it's just one of those. It's like Bowl Man.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's my one. And there's so many. So basically, so right, we were in Bali. It was such a funny time, wasn't it? Like it was such a buzz. We were out and we'd met this like Spanish guy. I want to say, or like South American.
Earlier in the day.
Like we'd met him, and he was like, "Oh my god, like." Come to my acai bowl like bar, it's amazing, tomorrow for breakfast. And we were like, yeah, of course, like we
No,
will.
it's the other way around, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that's where we went for breakfast, right? And the guy, so we were talking to the guy like, oh my god, like, how did you get started? Like we proper followed him on Instagram.
It's like a big cafe.
They have one in Ibiza,
They have one in Ibiza, Dubai, Bali. It's called Bali Bowls.
Yeah. And then basically, like we were proper talking to him for ages, like he's telling us about his business and everything. And then like we went out that night and like this guy like came over like dead happy, and I was like who's this? Like it was really weird. I was like, who's this? And then like we were talking, and Jen was like who is it? And I was like, Jen, it's the bowl man.
She's like, Jen, come over. And I was like, oh, like, and I was like, who's it? And she's literally, he stood there, she's like, you know, it's the bowl man. Literally to him, and he's like, oh, like this. And I was like, imagine building this empire. Like,
she's like, imagine working your whole life to be called the bowl man.
The bowl man. He's built this empire, Ibiza, Dubai, Bali
the bowl
bowls.
man.
The bowl man.
Oh god.
The bowl man can.
Oh, it's terrible.
61,000.
61,000, and we're calling him the bowl man. Well, anyway, we will see you on.
What's our schedule gonna be?
It'll probably be like every Wednesday.
Every
Shall we say?
Wednesday. Yeah, that's nice.
Every Wednesday, so we'll see you next Wednesday, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm enjoying this.
There we